Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Real Talk here on Shelbyville Now. I'm David Thomas. This is Bo Gill.
Hello.
We are going to talk some stuff today.
We're going to talk some real talk. That's what we do here. When we talk, it's real.
It's real. Yeah,
Okay.
it's for real. And some people might get upset and some people might celebrate
Yes,
when we talk about stuff.
It is, but it's a family show.
Yeah.
I mean, bring the family. It's real talk.
And we want to have input, of course.
We love input.
Yeah,
we thrive. We actually thrive on input. So, I mean, this is real talk. We want real talk from you all. You don't want to just listen to us real talk the whole time. We want to
hear what they want to talk about too.
Exactly.
So if you're out there watching today, just throw a subject up and we'll attempt to talk about it
we sure
in an intelligent manner. Now, sometimes we will fall short of that, but we'll try.
There you go.
But I do have one thing I want us to talk about today.
What's that?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But before we do, we're going to hear from our sponsors.
We're
going to hear from 580 Graphics and also hear from Bobo Construction and Land Management.
Yes.
We appreciate our two sponsors. We're going to take
do.
a break, hear from them, come back, and we're going to dive into a topic that's pertinent and it's relevant for this time.
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back.
Looking to make your brand stand out? 580 Graphics in Shelbyville. We turn your ideas into bold, professional results. From custom logo design to screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, decals, banners, and signage, we handle it all in-house with precision and fast turnaround. Whether you're a small business, a church group, a sports team, or a growing company, our experienced design team works with you every step of the way to bring your vision to life. We don't just print graphics. We help you get noticed. Exceptional service, eye-catching design, results that speak for themselves. Visit 580 Graphics today and let your brand make a statement.
When your project needs a strong foundation, trust experience that delivers results. At Bobo Construction and Land Management, we bring over 25 years of expertise to every job, from demolition, land clearing, and site preparation, to underground utilities, drainage solutions, concrete, asphalt, and building pads. We handle every phase with precision and professionalism, serving residential, commercial, and industrial clients across Middle Tennessee. Our team is committed to quality work, clear communication, and projects completed safely and on schedule. For dependable results you can build on, choose Bobo Construction and Land Management.
All right. Welcome back in here to Real Talk. Today, Bo, we're going to talk a little about some stuff that's right in the center of Bedford County and has been for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got, of course, election coming up. And before we dive into the topic of the day, I need to read this disclaimer and take care of this business.
Please do.
So we want to make sure that we're transparent with our viewers. Bo is currently a declared candidate for Bedford County Commissioner in District 5. Real Talk remains an editorial program under the full control of Shelbyville Now. This platform is not affiliated with any campaign, and we will offer equal access to any qualified candidate that's in this race. Our goal is to provide an open discussion of issues facing Bedford County while maintaining fairness and transparency. Now, I will say this. A lot of times we come on here and we don't talk anything about politics. We just talk about events that are taking place around. Sometimes it involves politics. Sometimes it doesn't involve politics. But honestly, politics is right in the middle of our lives, whether we like it or not, Bo.
The definition of politics, all you got to do is look it up. I mean, it's people. It's dealing with people. It's what we do.
It's me and you sitting here talking about an issue and giving our vantage points, and you trying to sway me and me trying to sway you.
Yeah, policy.
We do that sometimes.
Policy, politics, all that's kind of hand
Believe
in
it or
hand.
not, we don't agree on everything.
No, we don't.
Time, and we'll have discussions.
No, we don't.
About stuff. Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll get vehemently bad here. It gets bad, but we can be friends.
Not on camera. Not on camera.
No.
Just, but we debate about stuff about what we're going to talk about, and we come, to an agreement of what we're going to talk about. And today we're going to get into the political realm of Bedford County just a little bit, because I've heard people quoting stuff and saying stuff, and it makes me understand they don't even know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the word PAC. It's not a word; it's an acronym.
It's an acronym.
PAC. I've heard people call these PACs. I've heard them say, "Okay, that's a PACK, like a pack of wolves."
Yeah,
all right.
That's right.
Which kind of fits sometimes.
You can go get your pack of signs from them.
Yeah, or a pact, PACT.
Oh, yeah.
That's an agreement between people. The one we're talking about is PAC, which is Political Action Committee. Bo.
That's right. It is a political action committee. It's a committee formed usually of several entities, right? Business entities. It could be an individual.
Individuals a lot of times.
Right.
And what does this group do usually, Bo?
Well, I like to look at
if you're a PAC, if you're a member of a PAC, why would you join a PAC?
Why would you join a PAC a candidate?
Why would not as a candidate? The PAC members are the ones that are doing the donate.
Well, why if I were to want to join a PAC and be a part of that, it would be because I want to have someone to have influence on my behalf. It would be so I could maybe fund candidates that.
And why would you want to fund a candidate?
Well, it would be because I would want them to agree with what I did or my business, maybe my business ideas. I would want them to maybe, if it came down to it, vote for me. That's the whole kind of reason behind that. I mean, these are a lot of times individuals that fund the money to the PAC,
right? And
then the PAC funds the candidates,
right?
And some people decide to go that way, and and great for them if they do.
No, what do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying some of the candidates.
Well, see, here's the thing:
PAC, you don't have to take money.
Well, the PAC, if you're a PAC, you determine who gets the money. You go and say, "We'd like to donate to you."
So, but if you're offered as a
you have an opportunity.
Have opportunity to say no.
Right.
You can just use your own money. So don't think that when you get in a campaign, you got to take and do. No, you can use your own money. You can take money. You can take money from a PAC. But a PAC
okay, all right.
A PAC.
Yeah, let's don't even talk about them.
But that's what it is in essence. It is someone with business interests that they try to fund, I guess, an account or a political action committee that will support candidates.
Okay, certain candidates.
They
pick their candidates.
They pick and choose. It's not not an open door policy. Usually, it's usually candidates that they pick of their choosing that would be like-minded. They meet with them. They vet each other.
But so here you see this in Washington D.C. You hear super PACs, okay, and you hear of PACs. And you hear it at the state level. Marsha Blackburn's got this entourage of PACs that's supporting her.
Yeah.
You know what they did? I think they bought a bunch of tickets over at the Reagan dinner in Williamson County, and they gave all these tickets away, loaded the place up, and they took a poll amongst those people to see who was for Marsha Blackburn, and it turned out to be 77% of the crowd was for Marsha Blackburn. And then they touted that poll, and they're the ones that paid for the tickets.
Wouldn't you think it'd be 100%? I mean, it shouldn't. Since they gave it to them.
There was a few other people that wandered in, that staggered into the thing. But anyway, that PAC, we see PACs at that national level, and we see it at the state level. You don't see it too often at the county level.
No, you don't.
Or the city level. And that's we have a PAC here in Beaufort County.
We do. We have one, and a lot of it seems to be interested in development around here. There are several people that are donated to it. A lot of business minded. This is public record, by the way.
Oh yeah, we posted it, and we'll continue to post it.
And you'll post, who gets funded by the, who this PAC, donates to. It's all public record, but that's usually what it is it's it's citizens that want to come together as a group to support their certain candidate.
Right.
That's what I'd say.
So I've been sitting here thinking about this, and I've seen this over the last couple of elections, and I've seen how some of it works. There was a couple of hit pieces put out on some candidates.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty low blows to make sure that they didn't get elected, but it backfired on one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the other one, I think, gave up and just said, "I'm not going to fight this."
Yeah, and a lot of times that's what they try to do is to just try to hammer you down and beat you down, And a lot of times it's silly, but here's the point that we're making with the PACs. A lot of times, if a candidate may be supported by a PAC, these PACs that are not affiliated with the campaign can put out these hit pieces.
Oh, they can pay somebody. Any PAC can go pay a marketing firm.
That's right. And
it's just paid for. They'll start 2 or 3 different chains. They'll say this PAC is going to fund this PAC, and then this PAC is going to go do the hit piece on the candidate we don't like and make sure he don't get in there. And I've heard this already. I've heard members of a local PAC say, well, this guy and this guy and this guy's got to go because they're not in favor of what we like. So they got to go. Well, so my question, how much does that destroy the voters of Beaufort County as far as a fair shot?
Well, if they're not aware, if you've got less awareness and more apathy, it can affect it big time. But if and I'm feeling more nowadays a more sense of awareness, where we're being more aware of what the PAC's special interests are, and we're seeing what candidates how they're funded or how they are. I think that when you start getting into this on the county side, it gets ugly, and these type of campaigns that try to I guess discredit it's going to backfire. Everybody's sick of that. It always does. I mean, if anything's out there, it's out there. Try to throw something out. It's desperation. It's looked at as desperation. It's looked at as a low blow. And even if a candidate's face is not tied to it, whoever the one that are out there, the rest of the field, they're all blamed for it in the public's mind,
right?
The public eye there. So it's just really not a good practice. You do see it a lot in local, state, and national, of course, all the time, TV ads and stuff.
Well, let me ask you this, Bo. I've watched over the years, how much does money really influence local elections? I'm just wondering. When I'm saying money is like having money to spend on a campaign.
I think little. I think you can out politic money any day of the week, any year. You can out politic, you can out campaign money. You can be door to door and beat the millionaire that's funding that you're seeing all the signs. People know. I mean, if they're really involved and if somebody's really doing the hard work, they're going to know. But if you're not, and the sign campaign and everybody's kind of disconnected, I mean, they just kind of, well, that's the sign I read. I mean, I would hate to know that I made a decision off of a sign I read on the side of the road.
So why does everybody buy into the sign
situation? Well, I know
just to keep your name in front of people.
I think so, and because I mean, I just experienced it, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I thought, well, that's what you do, right? I mean, that's kind of what you do.
That's what you do.
Now, there's some that decide to go above and beyond, and there's some that throw a few out there. But I think the people in a local county, we're a growing county, we're a growing city. There are new people here. There are people that don't recognize names, so I think it is a good practice to put it out. But really, to end the bottom line, you can out politic money.
Well, here's one thing that I see. I was driving into work this morning, and I kept seeing the same sign in every yard, just all the way up through there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, how much is enough? And I'm not talking about little signs. I'm talking about some big signs on the big post. I mean, just like every yard had them. And I'm like,
that is the
really?
That is the reverse phenomena of us human beings. When we see too much of something, we get sick of it. There's
I'm
people
already sick of it.
I know it. I'm already sick of it. And it ain't even started really. It's just signs. I'm not much of an invasion of people's stuff. So, I mean, I like to ask people if I'm going to put a sign, first of all. And excuse me. But no, I mean, I've always been sick of it. And everybody needs to pick up their signs. I think I've seen some old signs going around here and there.
There's probably some left from last election.
Well, I think I saw a Eugene Ray somewhere.
Yeah,
people you start covering their windows up and stuff with them, but God bless his soul. But it's that season, and there are certain codes for the city on the signs and all that. But yeah, you do see some that have, and look, I guess they've got fans that just love them. I mean, they want to put out them signs.
Yeah, I mean, you're a supporter. You want to support them.
Yeah, you want to support them.
Is that supporting them? I'm just wondering. I mean, how much does that influence people that are driving by every day and see it? It might.
I'm a sign counter, so I always, before election day, I tally it up, and then I go, no.
That's how you do it, huh? Whoever's got the most signs wins your vote.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I'm sure somebody does it.
I think all this stuff, we need to be asking questions to our candidates.
Yes.
What do you think about this?
Yes.
Something that's a hot issue.
It keeps the candidates.
District.
It keeps the candidates on their feet. It does. I mean, there's things going on. Just like, I mean, if I may mention, in the 5th district now, there's a development that's been a development that hadn't been developed for probably 30 years, and now it's coming up for development again. And I believe there's some misinformation out there that's getting corrected. But these things are going to come up, and when they do, you've got to talk about it and get that information out there, and you've got to listen to those that are around it. I've had neighbors already call and talk to me about that and are concerned about that subdivision. Hey, what is this? What is that? So, I mean, what you have to do is talk. You get to know them. You get to see what they can do. And it is what it is. It's up to us, ultimately, the landowners, to not sell our property. It's not the city or the county,
right. The county
saying, we're not saying, hey, we're going to take your land and develop it.
But what the city does and the county does, our government entities, they do zoning
They do.
and they approve what's put there.
So
They
you
set
can
the
approve
code. So
crap
you
or you
know.
can approve good stuff.
Exactly.
And I think we're at a time, and we've talked about this,
raising the
the
standards.
raising the standards.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So
Raise the roof, raise
so
the
the
standards.
question is, who out there is going to be bought to the point to where they're not going to raise standards and they'll bow down?
Well, that's where you ask the questions, and then you look at the facts.
Is
you
it
know?
wrong to ask a candidate if they've been bought and paid for by a PAC?
I
Is
think
it wrong?
it's necessary to know where
I'm
you're
asking-
accepting money.
I'm going to ask.
I've had people, talk about mine. I have had people ask me, and of course, mine's self-funded. But I think you need to know, and I think
Yep.
you need, and if you're not being truthful,
Oh, it's going to come out.
it's going to come out. And if you're accepting it, that's fine. I mean, it's not. Let's not call people evil.
No, they
things
just
here.
been bought and paid for, and that influence is going to be there by human nature.
That's what it does. It
Yeah.
gives the influence.
Yeah.
So be careful with that. I mean, just understand we're talking about political action committees, PACs, not packs, packs of wolves,
Yeah.
packs of politicians, packs of developers. It's not that.
It is something that is in our DNA now as a county, and you're starting to see it pop up at the county level, and it's
Oh, yeah.
troubling to me that somebody would want to. Well,
Would want that much.
I understand about wanting to support a specific candidate, but when you're a PAC, you're going after a gang of them.
It is, and I believe locally, I mean, it's still looked at as with kind of like icky. I think we're still small town USA, and we like to make our own choices. And if you're running for people, we like to use our own money, to serve the people. I mean, who wants to be bought to serve the people?
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Who wants to be bought?
What's
to serve
the
people?
price these days? What is it? 10,000? Is he going? I'll sell out
It's
for
no
10,
price. You just go and serve and come
or
home.
buy me some signs and I'm good.
I mean, if you like me and vote for me, I might do something that makes you mad, and I might do something that makes you happy. I can't help it, but we got to do what the people want, right?
Well, Anita comes in here. I welcome anybody to ask me. I would not take PAC money, and I am all for raising the standards. I think everybody knows you. Anita knows that already.
You better believe it, and we'll know. I mean, and we'll back it up because that list will come out. And
Yeah.
I don't take PAC money. She don't take PAC money. I can name a lot of people that don't take PAC money. But there's a lot of people in this campaign that I don't know, and maybe they are, and maybe that's what they need. Like I said, we're not demonizing it here. We're just informing.
I sort of am.
Well, that's you. There's two sides of it.
I know. You think it's might be
there's
okay.
dark and light.
And I'm thinking, man.
No, look,
It's-
I'm with you. I'm just trying to be. I'm trying
what
to.
you're saying. I
yeah.
know what you're saying. It is small town.
It makes you go like this. It makes you kind of give you that inspector look, like,
I
hold
know.
on.
Wait, yeah, exactly. Get the little one-eyed piece out and look. And
Yeah.
if I was in a position to where I had to take, I just wouldn't run.
No. If I couldn't fund my own campaign or
it's
didn't
not
have,
like we're talking $1 million.
yeah, and the
I mean,
family. I mean, I think family. If you've got a family full of developers, I mean, that needs to be included. But I mean, family looks out for family, so that's I mean, I think that's
Yeah.
kind of. But if your family is a family of developers, you probably need to say, hey, I got donated, but my family developed. They're going to know that anyway. I mean, if you're running,
Yeah, exactly. Tamara, good to see you. Tamara Cross.
Good to
is
see
with us
you.
today. Chuck Glover, I see you.
Oh,
chimed in over
Chucky.
there.
West
So
Jackson.
here's my question to everybody out there. Does somebody's involvement in a PAC change your decision the way you might vote for them or not for them if they're taking money from a political action?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'd like to see a survey on that one. Actually, I think that would be interesting. I think it would
Political action committee.
PAC.
PAC.
Cut off the C, no
All
T, no package.
So my question, So my question to everybody out there, would that change the way you vote for somebody if you found out that they were funded by a group of a certain type of people?
It would make. I mean, me to be honest, it's always made me think, like, okay, who is this? I mean, some people take it from let's just say the NRA for they have a PAC.
Yeah. There's a definite purpose for the NRA.
There is
It's
a
to
purpose.
make sure they're fighting for your Second Amendment right, and then they go past that on some other stuff.
That's right. But if they
It's
are
for a cause.
but if they're a cause that's not standing behind it, then that's the ones you got to watch out for. There's good causes and there's not, and then there. I just think that that's a good example on a national level.
I just
I don't like lobbyists. I don't like the
well,
lobbying.
what's the difference between a PAC and a lobby?
It's nothing. It's dirty. It's icky. You know.
Okay. All right. So here we are, Bo. We've got election time coming
We
up
have it
from
coming
now till August.
Yep. We got
It's
a
gonna
primary.
be-
We got
Yeah, and that'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, primary is in what, May?
May 5th,
primary.
I believe it is.
I mean, there's going to be a little action at the mayoral. You know, in a couple districts, there will be a few. You know, that'll move on to the general. But it's going to be in the general. We're going to have a new mayor. We're going to have a new sheriff. We're going to have some new commissioners. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a new tax assessor. I look forward to future Bedford County.
All right.
Regardless.
So let me ask you this, Bo. You're a commissioner. Let's say you're a commissioner. You took money from a PAC. You got an important vote coming up on something that's it's a controversial and it's close. You get a call from the people that paid you to run, that paid for your campaign.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
You say, well, you say, I might make you unhappy tonight. That's what you say.
Well, how often do you think that's going to happen?
Well, it should happen all the time, but
how about just not take the money and not be put in that position?
That puts it easy. That makes it a lot easier, don't it? Because regardless, you're going to probably make somebody mad if they're not going to take your money, or if you do take their money, you don't do what they say. I mean, you know, that's just part of it. But if you do take the money, then say, I'm not going to do what you say, but just know you're probably not going to get that money again. They're giving that money for a reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, are we confusing anything here? I mean, the
no,
elephant in the room.
It's pretty much off.
Okay.
It's pretty much
okay.
Blank.
It's just called a PAC just to get us all confused.
Yeah, well.
But it's not. That's what it is. It's a type of influence peddling.
That's exactly what it is. And it has no place in county government.
No.
It has no place where you got 55,000 people need representation, that a dozen people can control a commission. Okay.
No, yeah.
That's happening.
The goal.
That's what's happening.
City and county and national and state. I mean,
and the whisper campaigns have already started against some candidates. Anybody that goes out there and let's see, I read about every candidate. I first find out who endorses that person. So yes, I base my vote on who supports the candidate. There you go. It does. The influence
that is big
behind things.
I'd say go around, you talk to the candidate, but that's something we don't mention. Talk to other people about the candidate. Talk to influential people you trust about the candidate. I think that's very important.
But she's talking about who actually supported that candidate by giving money. She wants to know about them.
Oh yeah, I got you. Okay,
I'm looking into them, what they do for a living, maybe.
Well, all right, so that is exactly what you should do if you can do it. I mean, it's probably pretty easy in a small town.
Well, I mean, some of the businesses just list their names right up there, and they know exactly what
some of them. And if they get fancy with the LLC, you know that it's
the LLC. That's a dead giveaway of smoke and mirrors, but not necessarily. It's a company. It's a way to do it. But I do think though, whenever we have something like that come into play in a county, 55,000 people. You're going to have a lot of people that's just left out in the cold.
They are
left in the dark. They don't have that money that they can go and wave in somebody's face and influence them. All they got's a vote.
That's all they have is a vote. And this has happened in small towns where these type of influencers have came in and just changed a city or a county. And I believe we've got the fight and the grit here to stop it here.
I don't know, Bo. So far, we've been on our heels.
Well, it's a new day.
And bowed down to money.
It's a new day.
I think I think any dollar that's spent in this county should be to promote Bedford County, and everybody has a different idea about what that promotion should be. Yeah. And right now the theme is we've got one group of people that say we need to build as many rooftops houses that we possibly can, and we've got other people that say we need to get a industrial park. We already seen how that worked out. Yeah. And let's do another one now. Let's do it right this time. Let's do it right.
How about we take care of what we got and keep ourselves healthy, and a healthy body grows. You're going to grow naturally. How about we just do that?
But that growth, and we keep talking about this, Bo, that means a lot of things. And I think Josh had a comment from the Rutherford County. No, somebody, let's see. This was from a forum on regional growth at MTSU. Mm-hmm. And I think a lady from Williamson County said this: growth is not the same as prosperity, and prosperity is not the same as livability. So growth is not the same as prosperity. Mm-hmm. You can have growth and it not be very prosperous.
That's exactly right. That's
And-
exactly right.
And I've seen that happen here before over the years. We've had what everybody thinks is growth, but it's not prosperous. Okay.
No, and prosperity tends to take a little longer a lot of
Yeah.
times.
And also, if for people missed it, the mayor of Rutherford County pointed out, he said he pointed to Bedford County residents as coming to spend sales tax dollars here.
Mhm.
He said, thank you, Bedford County people, for coming here and spending your money and giving us the sales tax.
Well, I'm glad that Josh caught that. I missed that. I went to last year's, and he went this year. And hey, so that is a slap in the face.
Yeah.
It should be. And you're welcome, by the way. But let's create. Well,
No, they're not.
yeah,
welcome.
no, give it back. Give it back. Call him up.
No, he ain't gonna give it back. But I get it. You know, everybody
Trying
thinks
to be nice.
Murfreesboro's got all this stuff,
Oh, this stuff.
and
it's
we don't
expensive, y'all.
have the stuff that people want to blow money on.
We got yard sales. Go support yard.
Man, we
sales.
got small businesses. We talk about
do.
it all the time.
We do. Yes. I mean,
And I'm gonna talk about our two sponsors today.
yes.
580 Graphics. Now, you can go online and order signs. You can order stickers. You can order printed material.
Mhm.
You can order all types of stuff that's available right here. And you can have your little gray truck, your little gray van pull up and drop it off on your doorstep, or you can walk in
Mhm.
and go to 580 Graphics and get a smile and have a legitimate relationship with a local business owner
Yes.
and be taken care of personally.
Personally.
You can do that.
You can do it right here.
That's here.
Forget the freesigns.com or whatever there is. Go do it here. I mean, they're going to take care of you. This is what we do here. We work. They're there. That's what they do. They do signs. And then when you go get a sign, you'll figure out, goodness, they do everything.
Yeah. You also got Bobo Construction, locally owned. Okay. And there's a lot of locally owned construction
There
companies
are.
that are great.
There are.
But there's also people outside of our area that will come in here and do remodels and do stuff. And you know what? I'd rather deal with a man that I know that I can pick up the phone and call,
You
and
better
I can
believe
look
it.
at him eyeball to eyeball, shake his hand, know him, and know he cares about people, and say, I trust this guy.
Born and raised.
Matthew
right here.
Bobo,
Matthew
right
Bobo.
here.
I mean, who
All right,
you know?
there are two sponsors. That's two places that I look at and say, man, these are two fantastic businesses. I won't support them. I'm not going to Murfreesboro to hand my tax dollars to this mayor over there, even though he's probably a great guy.
Well, he's thanking us for it.
Yeah, he did. At least he was thankful.
But you're right. That's right. We're in that. Let's get out of the Murfreesboro mindset.
Yep.
We've got some stuff here now, but until we get clothing
Well,
retailers.
let me ask you
and-
this, Bo. You said this.
But they're-
You like Aldi.
Yeah,
You said it
I
right
kinda
here.
I like the cottage cheese. I
All
love.
right,
I
all
do.
right, everybody thinks we're going to get an Aldi here. We're not going to get an Aldi here.
Oh, really?
You know why?
Why?
Because there's one 15 miles down the road.
That's exactly right, and that's why we
And
didn't get a
They've
Publix.
got the demographics, and we don't.
They do.
Okay,
They've got
so-
Arnold Air Force Base. It's just going to.
Yeah, it's
Not
their-
everybody's got an Air Force.
Their
base.
median income or their average income is about $10,000 a year higher per family, and that's the reason they got Aldi and Publix, and we don't. But we've got Kroger, we've got Food Line, and we got Piggly Wiggly, locally owned.
We sure do.
Okay. Then, of course, you got Wally World out there with groceries. At least when we go in Bedford County and buy our groceries there, the money does come back to Bedford County.
It does.
Okay,
It
so
does.
you can look, and yeah, Aldi's a great company, and Publix is a great company. Whenever we go on vacation, we buy groceries from Publix if they have one.
Publix is clean.
Because hey, you go in there and they got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got the bells and whistles, but
It whistles.
we don't have one here.
No.
So
But Kroger's bells and whistles too.
they got it.
Food Line bells and whistles.
Yeah, but Piggly Wiggly, man, you walk in and they got a butcher, and that's Piggly Wiggly.
Oh,
they're a big sponsor.
They're like
here.
real. They're like their whistles are too big to mention. I mean,
Oh yeah, they
Piggly
got it
Wiggly.
all.
I mean, now who? I mean, Piggly Wiggly.
Okay, so back to our original conversation. We've got a county of 55,000 people.
Yes.
We need people from the dirt, from the ground up,
Mhm.
running for office, and we
Yeah.
have that in a lot of places.
Yeah, we do.
That are not establishment people,
We do.
that are not going to take money from a special interest group.
No,
Okay,
that's right.
who you want to vote for? Really, you want to vote for somebody that's going to have their influence peddled out and sold to somebody, or do you want to just go with the people that are doing it from the ground up, that are willing to shake your hand and talk to you and listen to you and get out and work for it? That's the question.
It's a question for everybody to think hard about.
All right, so I've been a little bit hard
Well,
on
it's Monday.
on a pack,
It's Monday.
but honestly, I've teetered with the idea.
Look,
of a
it's not
pack
just
before.
any pack. Look, it's the idea, really. I mean, it's at a local level.
Yeah, it's just
It's not.
It
We're not
tastes bad.
individual. It does. It tastes bad. I get it. You know, I get the whole concept.
it tastes worse than this bad coffee I made
Yeah.
just a minute ago.
Well, you know, I know a few places. You know, Southern Cup.
Yeah,
is priced
Teresa
below
Wheeler
$3.
Gill, you know her. She
Yeah, I
said
don't
we
know
need
her.
a grocery store on the south side of town. Sure
Oh.
would be nice. Here's the problem. But we had one out there years ago, Teresa. If you remember,
CB,
is IGA, CB, and I forget
Save a
what
lot.
it was.
There was a Save a Lot, right?
Yeah, there was a
across the
Save a
river.
Lot, but they had used to be old Shelbyville Supermarket, and then Leonard Mallard had it out there, and I can't think of the name of it, but CB, I guess it was.
Yeah,
And
probably
when we
was.
lived in Brookhaven, man, I'd stop in there all the time.
Well, yeah, when you think about though, over the river and through the wood, no, over the river of on Cannon Boulevard, there is nothing until you get to
Well,
Fayetteville.
and you got Dollar General out there now.
Well, you do have
You
Dollar
can pick up a few things.
And you
The
can go to
problem
Will.
is you're not on North Main Street. Everything has got to be on North Main Street now, Teresa. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not all that. It's not all that.
No,
Cannon
I
Boulevard
wouldn't
is
own a
cool.
business on North Main right now if you held a gun to my head.
Cannon
you can't
Bou-
get in and out.
No, Cannon Boulevard is where it's at. It's
Well, that's one of them. Madison Street also.
no. I love
We've
it. all.
got areas of our city that need to be ramped up.
We
you
got
know?
to take care. Like I said, a healthy body grows naturally. It does. I
Yep.
mean, that's just in body, mind, spirit, and city.
All
That's
right.
my meditation, my daily words of
All right,
wisdom
all
for
right.
everybody.
Riverview Market. That was
That's
it.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I've heard of Riverview Market.
Yeah. That was a fun place to go into.
Good old days.
I never will forget our first Halloween night living in Brookhaven. We expected a lot of trick-or-treaters, but we didn't have enough.
No,
we
you
had like
didn't.
300 trick-or-treaters. So I went back to Riverview
Market.
Market 2 times
Re-upped.
and re-upped, come back and went back again. And they kept looking at me. And I said, I know, I didn't buy
Wait,
enough. And then I bought too much and then I ate it all. All right,
Well,
so-
that's not bad. Hey, so this was in the 80s. Can you imagine how many
no, this was early 90s.
early 90s?
Yeah.
That's good, close.
It was still there.
But can you I mean, nowadays how do they even afford Halloween nowadays? I mean, all the candy. I went this year and I mean,
it's something else.
it's something else.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I'm glad you
just-
participated in
yeah,
that.
just thinking about though, Cannon Boulevard, there was a grocery store there at one time and it was supported. So why isn't it now?
No.
That's for everybody to try to think about. Why?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It would be great though, to see a mom and pop grocery store come up again. But if something did in that area, I would assume it would be, well, the Dollar General's already there. I mean, it would be some type of smaller type of
Yeah.
big chain.
I tell you, going out there to Piggly Wiggly is worth going around Lane Parkway.
It really
Teresa.
is. That's
Go out
the
there, they got
bypass.
the best meat in town.
Hey, you can't go. I need to go there more. I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm on the east. I need to go to the well, that's more of the northwest kind of
Yeah.
quadrant of our city.
Yeah.
That's in Blevins country is what I call it.
Yeah. Blevensville.
Blevins.
All right. Well, Bo, we're going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for playing along with
Yes.
us today. We might have stepped on people's toes. Didn't mean to, but
We're off
it's just,
now.
it's just pretty much kind of,
It's just the way it is. Real talk kind of hurts sometimes. The truth
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah.
But we love you. We
Yep.
do. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for watching.
yeah. We'll see y'all again.